Hey everybody, this is Scotty Alexander, and you're listening to my buddy, not always the sanest person in the room, but nonetheless, my friend Jody Lee on The Morning Ride.
Hey y'all, we're Kinfo, and you're listening to The Morning Ride with our buddy, Stephenville's Coma King, Jody Lee. Hell yeah, baby.
You're listening to the all-new Morning Ride.
Gives me a good start to my day.
I like it. It's good.
Damn good station.
You guys are awesome. I love that this station gives a lot of things away. You play all the right songs. I just love
You
it.
guys play good music.
Y'all play good music. Y'all mix it up real good.
Enough good music, different music.
Listen to you all the time.
The all-new Morning Ride on Texas Homegrown Radio and DallasOnAir.com.
This is Jeb Bridges, and when I want to hear I always turn on Texas Homegrown Radio. That's the good stuff, y'all.
It's the morning ride. Live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios, it's the morning ride.
Welcome in. It is the morning ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio. Also, DallasOnAir.com. Brought to you by Wiley Disposal, Cannonball Insurance, and Brazos River AC. Because if you need an AC,
call AC.
The computer is running slow this morning, about like me.
I think it's the weather.
It could be the weather, man. I feel like all stopped up. All nasally.
Yeah, I feel
I got that smelly cat voice going on this morning.
Smelly cat. I'll be feeding you.
I saw a picture of Phoebe and Taylor Swift, and somebody posted yesterday and it said, here's a world famous singer and Taylor Swift. Things are so rough this morning, I pulled out my my Pistol coffee. In case it gets too bad, you know.
Put that coffee to his head and pull the trigger.
Oh man, I was rewriting Turnback Troubadour lyrics right before we came on, so my brain's still like.
Yeah, you know you're half asleep when that's going on.
I swear it sounds like, and your daddy don't think I'm 50 Cent. Like, now I'm never gonna sing it right.
Yep.
Your daddy don't think I'm 50 Cent. He said he wants some proof. So I pulled up my shirt, show him where all the bullets went through.
And nothing would convince him, so I showed him all my cheaply done tattoos.
He don't think all the stuff I say about P. Diddy could ever all be true.
And I'm learning that the Escalade just don't cover up my high type face.
Oh man. Oh man, it's got to be a. It's a good thing we use our musical talents for good and not bad.
Yeah,
not evil.
I don't want to be the country Weird Al Yankovic.
But that's what
we could.
That's how I
But
won
we
the rap battle though. The one time,
you won a rap battle
in Dallas. Yeah,
tell me about this.
It was an amateur night though. It wasn't like I went against It wasn't like on 8 Mile where I was at against the big crew.
But for a second though, you were Eminem.
Well, I was. The guys that own the place, they heard that I wrote songs, and they're like, "Oh, come on, cowboy, it's the same thing." I go, "No, it's actually harder to write a real song." And they were like, "Whoa!" And I said, "Coming up with stuff off the top of your head's easy. I do it all the time. I could have been the Weird Al Yankovic of country music." And they're like, "Oh, well, let's just get you in this contest, see what happens." They're just talking smack,
of course.
And I'm like, "Cool, I just watched 8 Mile. I'm down."
Just right after it came out,
yeah,
Detroit was on the map.
I was like, it's all about coming up with rhymes and a cadence. That's all it is. And they're like, it's not that easy. Well, I guess it was because I won the rap battle. Yeah.
Afterward, did they call you Rabbit?
But I know something they don't know.
All I did was copied or rap from somebody I heard. I was actually singing 2 Live Crew up there. But nobody knew.
Yeah. He went to a real good school, and he had 2 loving parents. That's right. I know your name is Clarence. Like if you break down, it's cool when Eminem does it, but if you had a nerdy guy saying the same words, you'd be like, what a jerk, what a dork. Come on, man. That's a little bit of a. Think about if you put Urkel in Eminem's space, if you redid 8 Mile, but it was Urkel.
Can I have some cheese?
It wouldn't be the same movie.
You're so right, dude. Oh my god. I didn't even think of that. That's hilarious.
Oh my goodness, I gotta wake up. I got in trouble yesterday though, so I gotta do better today of watching the Facebook and the YouTube Live. I forget that we're doing YouTube Live now, and so we have folks watching us on the YouTube TV. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
what up, YouTube?
Lots of different ways you can watch us and listen to us. Go to our website; it's got all the links there at the bottom. You can click on the Facebook or the YouTube or all that stuff.
Yeah.
Or you can just click at the top, click and listen here, and you can listen live. Like Holly, she was listening to us at United Co-op. She helped to get our internet. She said she wished she could have got it sooner, but she did help, and I appreciate that. So
that's awesome.
Also, big shout out to Patrick who took all my calls and was really patient with me about my memes.
Right.
Good folks at United Co-op.
Heck yeah. And I just want to say I'm sorry for crop dusting in the office all the time. It's my slight way of trying to pick up pace with you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, they did admit though. I think our memes were funny.
They were.
I mean,
awesome.
we weren't mean about it.
No.
I mean, we could have been because since we were promised a year ago we'd have it, but
this internet's fast.
It is super fast. So
it's the fastest internet.
So
I've ever
I would
used.
say it's worth the wait to get the United Co-op internet because it is super fast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've had, for the radio at least, we've not had the internet this quick.
That's very true.
So, and that's good because now we can do more things.
That's right.
And send it more places.
Yes.
And make fun of more songs.
Exactly. Unless they're really good songs that we can't make fun of.
No. Sunny Day's excited to call in again today too. He said he texted me and he said, "I am back, baby."
Nice.
I was like, "What?" He goes, "At the Hogtown store, they know who I am. Free coffee."
Nice.
I was like, "Okay."
Daggone.
Things you'll do for free coffee, man.
Man, you gotta watch out, man. That free coffee will get you. I'll tell you something, man. Sometimes that free coffee ain't free.
Hey, what's up, Sean Onsby? Sean says, sounds like bro country. We were making fun of him. Is he going to call you Jelly Biscuit instead of Jelly Roll? That's what I'm talking about.
Daggone, man.
I've always wondered that, man. Because if you're country, you're a biscuit, not a roll.
Well, I'm telling you, they shouldn't have called him Jelly Roll. That's a northern friggin' thing anyway.
I got lots of rolls. That's what I tell everybody about my way. And I'm like, hey, don't make fun of my rolls. Kept Texas Roadhouse in business for years. That's what they're known for is their rolls. Why not?
Oh man, I told my wife, you know, that I love that you remember that cinnamon butter they put on the table at their Texas Roadhouse that you put on the bread they bring you? You know what I'm talking about? They got that like proprietary recipe.
Proprietary.
Well, I had my wife look it up and make that stuff, man. And I gained 30 pounds. She made a bunch of it, and I just sat there and all the bread in the house. I'm just cooking toast and just putting in crap on there.
I really don't eat. Like, I don't get that hungry.
Yeah.
But I gain weight from smelling stuff, I think. I swear.
I don't think that's possible, Jody.
I was in a house where they were baking cookies, and I swear I gained 5 pounds, and I didn't even eat one. I just smelt it when they were being made. I'm like, how did that happen? I'm sniffing up the calories. Hey, could you put me some of that more Cofidel?
Yeah,
strong Cofidel?
Yeah, sir.
Oh, right down. I don't know why I started talking like Jack. Thank you, sir.
I just want to know. Before we get any further in here, I just want you to know, and I want to know, is you is or is you isn't my constituents?
So I have a funny story to tell you.
All right.
You know how weird things just happen to me? Like,
yes.
Because people ask me all the time.
Yes.
Colonel Sanders, he says, when I smell spices, I sweat. Good one, Carol. So awesome. I dropped you off last night, and on the way home, I was needing some more coffee pods and stuff, you know, just some little things.
Yeah.
So I thought, man, I'm tired. I'm just gonna go to the Dollar General. You know, the Dollar Generals.
You have to get to
Stop in there.
General.
Stop in there, and I did something that I normally don't do, but I feel a little bad about it. I did see somebody I didn't want to visit with, so I hid on the aisle until they left. Is that bad? But that's not the story. That's not the story. So I get up there, and there's only one lady working. Right. And she says, I walk up and I say, hey, how are you? She goes, shush, 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 shush. Which, first of all, do you like to be shushed?
No, sir. Not at all.
Right. So she goes, shh. I'm on the phone with my mom. I'm like, what? Like, so she's working. She's the only one there behind the register. She's on with her mom, but her mom's on speakerphone. So they have about a 5-minute conversation about turning the truck around when they get home. Something about taking out the trash. I don't know. I'm waiting patiently.
It sounds like
I'm waiting.
Code.
Waiting patiently. Just need some coffee pods. Just need some little things. So she's talking to her mom, and she's like, well, I hope when you come pick me up, you need to bring that medicine because I feel like I'm about to throw up right now. And her mom's like, well, are you still working? And she's like, yes, I'm still working, and I'm trying to hold it in, and I'm trying not to throw up. And I'm just listening to this conversation. The girl's looking at me, but talking to her mom on speakerphone. All my stuff's on the counter. She's not ringing anything up, right? At this point, it's like 10 minutes in.
Like
no one else is in the store.
She could have rung it up by now.
No one else is in the store. I could have been gone.
Oh, my God.
And then she goes, to be honest, Mom, it could come out the other end, too.
Are you kidding me?
And she's like, my stomach is just rumbling. And her mom goes, well, why do you think you're sick? She goes, well, it might have been the ramen I ate, or it could have been the Whataburger. And her mom goes, well, when did you eat the ramen? She goes, the same time that I was eating the Whataburger.
There you go.
And I'm like, and then my stomach started hurting thinking about it. And so finally she gets off the phone with her mom. I swear I was there for 15 minutes. Felt like an hour. So she finally starts ringing me up, and she's like, she goes, I feel like I'm going to be sick. I took medicine. I bought medicine here on our medicine aisle, but it's just not working. And I just feel like I could throw up, and I hope I don't throw up this way. If I throw up, I'll try to throw up this way. And I said, well, here's what I'd do. I'd just puke in one of them bags, and when it gets full, spin that thing around and get you a fresh one. Just keep going. And she was like... But at this point, I'm like, I've been really patient, and I couldn't hold my humor in. And then it was like, it'd be like a wheel of puke, you know, like. So I don't think I helped the situation.
I just start puking in them there bags, and you spin it every time they give it.
You got a new one. That's
make sure you don't got one with a hole, otherwise you're gonna have to get a mop too. Daggone.
I hope everything worked out for her. I told her I hope she got feeling better.
Maybe it came out both of you.
I was like, don't forget, spin it. Spin it.
I bet she gave you that look like,
they're spinning. Like Chris Rock would say, they're spinning.
oh my God. I can't make that crap up. Holy shit.
Oh, man.
And I'll never forget the mask era. That's burned in my mind. The lengths people would go to try to force you to put a damn mask on your face. You remember that crap? Bless. I'd walk into a place and I wouldn't have one on, and people would just all look at me like, oh, inconsiderate.
You know who loved it? You know who loved all the mask stuff?
Hey.
Ugly people. A lot of people got dates.
I noticed there was a few holdouts. There was a few holdouts that were like, wouldn't take them damn things off. They're like, my eyes are beautiful.
I can't see.
But the rest of this, no. This good.
Yeah. And you know who wanted the mask on? Dentists. They're like, fix that smile. And people are like, why? I don't have to. And dentists are like, you need to get rid of these masks so people have to fix their smile again.
Do you think people with chronic halitosis just destroyed their sense of smell during that time because they were just smelling their own breath all the time?
Halitosis?
Yeah.
What's that?
That's when your breath smells like, you know what, all
Makes
the time.
me think of Shallow Hal.
Yeah, he's got chronic halitosis. That's funny.
That's when you got messed up feet on Halloween. How did she scare the kids? She showed them her halitosis.
Oh my God. You know, my mom, she used to get real into Halloween. She loves scaring the kids, you know. And we would go down there and she'd dress up, you know, and they'd take me down this road. You know, there's this special road we go down, Marble Falls down there. We drive into town and go in this place, and she'd drop me off. But sometimes she'd go with me. My dad too, you know, they kind of like just walk around and mess around. My mom, she dressed up one time. She tried to scare this kid, and he freaking took his candy bag that was like bulging about like this. I mean, like, it looked like he had a bowling ball in there. He freaking swung that thing, hit her right upside the head, like to knock her out, you know.
That happened. I remember when I got too old to trick or treat, and I thought I get to scare kids now. And I was at my grandmother's. I jumped out of a tree to scare a kid, and he hit me in the man parts. First kid I tried to scare, dressed as a Dallas Cowboy. What are the chances they can hit anything on target? But sure enough, yep, that happened. Okay, I got to hear more of this story from Carol. Carol says, today is day number 1,303 of my prosecution for asking police and Walmart to comply with the mask executive order. Wayne County, Illinois, court case. It remains an untold, world irrelevant story. I've had trial start dates set for 2021, 2022, and 2023.
Dang.
And now for the 8th time, January of 24.
Was he suing the city or something?
I want to hear more about this, Carol. Like, tell us more of the story. That sounds interesting.
I almost threw a he/she through a freaking through a table.
That would be a they.
Yeah. Okay. Right. No pronouns. Yeah. So I almost threw a they through a freaking counter at a gas station in Marble Falls. I was recording at a studio out in Spicewood that I've been working out of forever. You know, before we started Texas Homegrown Studios. But my wife was like, hey, can you grab me some beers on your way home? I said, yeah. So I zipped in off of 71 down 281, hit the first gas station I seen. And there was like this 6 foot tall dude dressed up like a girl standing behind the counter, you know, and I kind of walk in and they said, you need to put a mask on in here. And I said, no, I don't. And I just kept on walking back to the back, got me a couple cases of beer, and I start walking back. Well, they met me in the middle of this aisle where there's no way to walk around. It was like a really tight aisle. and then like proceeded to tell me that you need to put a mask on in here. If you don't wear a mask, I'm not gonna sell you anything. I was like,
I love that they talk like Mickey Mouse. That's
Right.
great.
that's what they sounded like for real. And I was like, I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, and then I'm gonna start walking. And if we come in contact, I'm gonna throw you through that counter back there, and it's gonna hurt a lot. 1, 2, 3, and I start walking, and like they just start stumbling backwards and knocked a couple things off, and then just got mad and turned around and like stormed off and went behind the counter. And I get up there and I put them both on there, and they were like, "I'm not gonna sell that to you." I was like, "Yeah, you are. You just open a damn cash
Just because you didn't
register."
have your mask on.
Yeah, and I started to get in an argument about this crap. So finally, I just grabbed my shirt and I pulled it up over and I was like, "Are you gonna let me buy my beer now, please?" And people behind me are just starting to chuckle now. They're just ended up like calling the cops on me, like, because I was like, "Just sell me the damn beer," you know. And so they like pick up the phone, and I was like, "Oh, hell with this." So I ended up having to go to a different store.
And at those times, they were saying alcohol helped with the disease. So
What are you gonna do?
What are you
But
gonna do?
you know, that was my civil defiance. And then one more time, I was on my way back from the same studio. I stopped in a place in Bee Caves. I go in there, and it's the only place open, and it's in the middle of the night because I just got done recording till like midnight, 1 o'clock. And I go in there, and I heat me up one of them Hot Pockets, and I get me some coffee, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make it home. I had to drive from there to Brady. This is when I was living out in Brady, so it's a good 3.5 hours from there. I was like, I need coffee and a Hot Pocket. I get up there and I put them down there, and this dude's like, I ain't selling it to you. And I was like, what are you talking about? Not unless you got a mask on. And I was like, man, I'm getting sick of this mask crap. And they had built one of them little plexiglass window things, and it just sat on top
should
of
have
the...
like put a Lone Ranger mask on.
Wear the wrong mask. And they had built one of them plexiglass things. And so he grabs my Hot Pocket and my coffee and pulls it under that thing and said, you can leave now. And I was like, are you kidding me? So I just reared back and hit the hell out of that thing. I punched it as hard as I could. And I thought maybe it was fixed, but it wasn't. So the whole thing just flew over and hit that dude in the face.
I bet in his head he heard, Hot Pocket.
I got out of there pretty quick because, there's a lot of witnesses too. That was definitely assault.
Well, I'm glad all that stuff's over. For
By
the most part.
definition.
Yeah. I don't know. Everybody's like scared. I guess, I've never been scared of nuns, but everybody seems to be scared of pro nuns, like the ones that were like the ones that went pro, I guess. They're better with that ruler, the pro nuns.
Y'all be scared of them nuns in general, man. Haven't you seen all the worst freaking horror movies have a nun in there somewhere that's gone defective?
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, defective nuns are terrifying.
That's what they call nunchucks. Hey, stick around. We got more coming your way. Hey, good morning, Robert Boyd. Good to see you watching this morning. We got more coming your way, including talking with our good friend, Mr. Sunny Day. We'll find out if he got free coffee this morning out at the Hogtown store. It's the Morning Ride right here on Texas Homegrown Radio. Also Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and worldwide.